I'm in the business of exiling Torbrands. Beautiful play, another Roc Charger. Why not? Any creatures welcome here with us. Give him the hello, good game. Another budget white beatdown. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for watching. You're watching Hello Good Game, and today we are starting a new series. We're playing Budget Magic, and I have created a deck for each color, and then each of the dual color combinations, right? The houses that are budget decks. They have 6 rares, 1 mythic. I'm pretty sure that's affordable and doable for most of you guys. Let me know if that's still too much and I can trim it. Also, let me know if you're like, well, that's way too low. Let's get 10 rares in a deck, right? Something like this, 2 mythics. Let me know. Obviously, we can tailor it as we go along. But as of right now, this first batch of videos, the decks are going to have 6 rares, 1 mythic. The rest are commons and uncommons. So as far as new players, beginners to Magic the Gathering Arena, you guys should have no problem making these decks. And then obviously, I think they're a little bit better than the base decks that you start out with. I've actually deleted all of those. I'm sure I could get them back, and maybe we'll make that part 2 of our series where we revamp and upgrade those existing decks that you unlock and get with the game, right? I think that would be a really good idea. But for now, these are my homebrewn best budget decks. So, getting into it, we're starting with white. We have Faerie Guidemothers. Gift of the Fae. This is a target sorcery adventure that comes on the card. Target creature gets +2/+1 and gains flying till the end of turn. It's a 1/1 with flying for 1. And again, our mythic of the deck, or this will be the first time I mention it actually, but our mythic of the deck is God-Eternal Oketra. She is double strike, and whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 4/4 black zombie warrior creature token with vigilance. And then when it dies, like all of the other gods, it's going to be put into exile, and then we can choose to put it 3rd from the top in our library, which is great. So whenever we cast a creature card, we're creating a 4/4 zombie with vigilance, which is obscenely powerful. So we're casting this for 1, and then we're getting a 4/4 zombie on top of it. Great. Same thing with Giant Killer. This is a 1/2 with a adventure on it. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. So the idea is cram the adventure cards in that are low cost, so you're getting lots of value. Obviously, this is 2 cards in 1 for both of these. And I was thinking probably of upping Giant Killer and downing our Marshal, but it comes down to whether you want to chump block and beat them there long term or remove. So you can look at adding more Giant Killers. Oh, actually, no, you will not, because this is one of our rares, ladies and gentlemen. Giant Killer is a rare, so we have 1 of these only. Again, if you do have more Giant Killers and you're not looking to strictly use the 6 that I have because you happen to have 7 or 8 and you already own 3 Giant Killers from opening packs, etc., do incorporate them. They're great. Any of the rares that I've included, you can bump those up to 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 potentially. We have Haazda Marshal. So this is going to create a 1/1 creature soldier with lifelink whenever 2 or more creatures attack with it, which is great. And then we have a Hunted Witness. When it dies, it creates a 1/1 lifelink token. Dawn of Hope, another one of our rares. Whenever you gain life, you may pay 2 if you do draw a card. Then you can pay 4 to create a white token creature with lifelink again. Citywide Bust, destroy all creatures with toughness 4 or greater. We thought that it was power in one of today's matches, but it was toughness, so we nuked one of our own creatures on accident. But lesson learned, and that's why I'm mentioning it now, so pay attention, because it is the toughness, which is the strength or the defense of it. Linden, the Steadfast Queen, vigilance. Whenever a white creature you control attacks, you gain 1 life. Prison Realm, ×3. Whenever Prison Realm enters the battlefield, exile target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls until Prison Realm leaves the battlefield. And we're also getting to scry 1, which is huge value. Roc Charger is great because it's flying. Only a 1/3, but we have Heraldic Banner, which is great. It'll make it a 2/4, which is really powerful. or sorry, a 2/3. It doesn't increase the defense. But whenever it attacks, another attacking creature will gain flying, which is super powerful. Unbreakable Formation, creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Then if this was cast during your main phase, they're all going to get a 1/1 counter on them as well. We have the Heraldic Banner. Choose a color, and then creatures you control of the chosen color get +1/+0, and we can also use this as a mana rock to tap for that color. Conclave Tribunal. Convoke. When it enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. Convoke means you can tap them as mana, which is great. Inspiring Unicorn. Whenever Inspiring Unicorn attacks, creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. The Wanderer. Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to you and other permanents you control. You can -2 to exile creature with power 4 or greater. True Love's Kiss. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Draw a card. God-Eternal Oketra, our Mythic of the deck, which we talked about. Sir Alin, the Lion's Claw. First strike whenever he attacks, other creatures get +1/+0 until end of turn. Venerated Loxodon, another one of our rares, has Convoke. When it enters the battlefield, each convoked creature gets +1/+1 on it as a counter. And then Idyllic Grange. It needs 3 planes to come in untapped, and then when it does enter the battlefield untapped, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Then we have Cryptic Cave and Emergence Zone as well. Cryptic Cave is going to allow us to draw a card later on in the game when we sacrifice it, and Emergency Zone will allow us to play cards as if they've had flash. So if we want that lethal turn, we've got some stuff in our hand that we want to cast on the end of his turn, so it comes out without Summoning Sickness basically because it's on his turn, not ours, we can use this. So that is our budget white deck. It's aggro, obviously. Throw it on the field, tap it sideways, smash your opponent. You can kind of hold out and build that wall up if he is doing the same, and you can get those exiles in there. And you should be able to smash through everything by using the Faerie Guidemother's sorcery to get things in the air. We have Roc Charger will help get things in the air above blockers, and then God-Eternal Oketra should finish the game for you. So, let me know your guys' results of this deck. Take it for a test spin. Let me know what you think. Comment below if you're a budget player, and let me know what kind of budget decks you guys are looking forward to seeing. Obviously, we're starting with the basic mono colors to start off with, but then we're going to move on to the houses, and I could do them in any order. So if you have a preference, let me know, and I'll get to that first. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All of our subscribers are entered in to win up to 500,000 in gems. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, just once you subscribed, go to the Hello Good Game YouTube page, go right down to the bottom, and the last playlist you're going to see on the homepage says Gem Giveaways, and you can just watch one of those to familiarize yourself with the whole process. So, with that being said, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy today's video. Take care, and we will see you all tomorrow. Yes. So, I hired a YouTube consultant who took a look at my page and my work, etc., and we kind of broke a lot of things down. We had a lot of new mindset reframes, I guess you could call them, and I guess enlightenments. I don't know. This guy's just a fountain of knowledge, and he really tuned me up, I guess. And until now, I've just kind of been like trying to emulate or duplicate the niche's top leaders, and it's not been bad, obviously, right? Because we're here, we're doing well, and obviously they're doing well as well. But it turns out we have a classic case of the blind leading the blind. Yeah, I don't want to go into it too much, obviously, because I want to get as much value out of this as I can, right? Because if I just go ahead and share all these beautiful secrets immediately, you're all going to take advantage of that and spread it around, and then I'll just be making my competition that much stronger. So I'm going to take a month and really just try to flex all that I can. Save it, probably. I mean, it's annoying, but whatever. Let's just get a 2/2 flyer out. Why not? Getting to cast it for free, basically, because Venerated Loxodon. We're all taps there, so we get a couple 2/2s. into a Sinister Sabotage. That is pretty dang interesting. Obviously, Venerated Loxodon is one of our 6 rares in the deck. And we just had a Mythic dropped on us. Let's keep in mind that we are in a normal play queue as well. So it was our hopes to avoid just these stacked Oko decks, because obviously he's dropped a rare and now a Mythic on us very, very quickly. So that's less than ideal. But I stand behind our deck. I think it will work, and it should have enough power to get through his barrage. And like, what's he gonna do? Make our stuff a 3/3 and buff it up? Like, that's the whole thing here for us. Normally we don't see Oko counter decks, in all honesty. We have no problem with it, obviously, because we have field superiority already. And we do have our second rare come up in our hand, Citywide Bust. So we ourselves have a sweeper if things get too bad. We'll come out with a couple chumps here. There's no haste, so we may as well make use of it while there is no haste. Emergence Zone doesn't really help us out, and I'm sure he has a counter here for a Citywide Bust. But again, this is another rare into another counter, so we're good. We can just go ahead and pick up here. That is the thing about a budget deck. When you come against top meta decks, it's going to be harder than you want it to. Or it's going to be harder than you want it to be, I should say. Which is fine, but I guess that's why you guys struggle and you find it kind of annoying, right? I've made a couple decks so far that have 6 rares and 1 mythic in them. Let me know if this is not enough, too much. I want to know what is a good baseline for you guys. We're going to mulligan this away. We just want more of anything. And we pulled our mythic of the deck, which is great. So we're going to keep it, and we're going to toss our Sir Alin, just because we have our god in our hand, which should fill the void. Mono red, going to be a little bit aggressive for us. Hopefully we can kind of detour him away from our health. In the meanwhile, we'll stack the lands. Get our Oketra out. Cavalcade, that's alright, really. We can exile his Cavalcade if we really need to. Mostly we're just stuck trying to pull lands. The Wanderer is also a great card that's going to shut down his Cavalcade as well. This would shut Cavalcade down, so I may as well take the bird, because if we can get the Wanderer out, Cavalcade's done anyways, right? That only makes sense. Speaking of a Chandra Spitfire, I recently had a new logo done up. I'm not sure if it'll be done by the time this video comes out. Probably not. But yeah, it's kind of modeled after that a little bit. So, I mean, we don't pull what we want. Let's get that mana rock out. Obviously, we can tap our banner to add a mana of the chosen color, which will be white for us. That puts us to 4, which gets closer. We have the Wanderer next turn, which is good as well, right? basically nullifying his Cavalcade deck. Mask of Immolation, that's great as well. Just getting hit. Down to 12, we're calling it pretty close. We pull the land, and I'm absolutely stumped. I'm not sure what I should do. He's not going to be able to block. 12 up top. Let's go in big. Let's use all our available mana. We'll be responsible. That's going to kind of seal the deal for our friend. I don't want to be that guy, but that's probably that. We can get another attack in with our Hunted Witness. Mask of Immolation, that's fine. I'd rather that pop and trigger now, just because we're going to get that 1/1 back, and now it has lifelink, which is really great. Well, never mind. 10th Street Dodgers are going in, hitting us for 4 again. So down to 8, getting really quite close here. And then he could even mask if he wanted. He gets a Scorch Spitter, which again our Wanderer shuts down. That's almost a necessity at this point. We are also, ooh, I'd love to give that bad boy double strike, but there's no need really. Let's just make that 4/4. That's probably our best bet. And again, this is not really going to do anything. He should block. I don't think he will though. He's going to push it a turn, see if he can get enough burn. But again, our Wanderer is going to shut down all non-combat damage, which includes the Scorch Spitter. It includes his Cavalcade. So, a little bit better luck on our second go around. And again, this red deck is one of the top, or at least like tier 2 to tier 3 meta deck. Why isn't it negating that damage? Oh, other permanents, but not herself. Which is fine. Let's get that Scorch Spitter dealt with. She's going to die anyways. So we'll leave these Dodgers up. We're still at 8. Bone Crusher Giant we're not necessarily scared of. Play the land. Play the Roc Charger, I guess. That'll give us another 4/4, so we're safe. We just need to watch out for these 10th Street Dodgers. I guess let's just go ahead and get the exile there. Faerie Guidemother can sit there. That will open up lethal through our Oketra, which is great. Do we have lethal here? In a big way, he has 1 blocker. It needs to go here, so we hit for 6. He needs to block, which is great. Now we're just dealt with his attacking threat. He can deal 2 damage here, maybe 3 damage with the mask. Even if he pulls a Slaying Fire, we're out of range. A Torbrand would get us, but Slaying Fire is simply not enough. He's going to land himself 1 away. And that is a clean win. Beautiful. So, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to like this video. Or if you enjoyed that win, make sure to like this video. Jeez. I'm a little bit rusty. I've not been on for a few days. But we're back in a big way. And we are here with a budget white. This deck consists of 6 rares, 1 mythic, Oketra being our mythic of the deck. Let me know below in the comments if you would see another mythic in the deck instead, but I think that's probably the best synergy with a budget deck is Oketra, just because you're playing all those little creatures. And that's always great. We go first. We have 3 lands plus the banner, which we love to see, but at the same time, without anything to play on top of it for 4 or 5 mana, it's a little bit of a waste, especially when we keep pulling lands. Okay, this is maybe a mono green Stompy. Let's just continue to ramp alongside him. It is definitely mono green. Mono green rampy, you should call it. Okay. Let's get a charger out. That's fine. Oh, Simic coming in. The Feasting Troll King. Interesting. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, create 3 food tokens, sacrifice 3 food tokens, return it from the graveyard to the battlefield. And then it would recreate those 3 food tokens as well. Keep in mind. So, we've got that. Should we grab them probably? Or do we just destroy? So I could play something for 2. Oh, I believe we could play our Roc Charger, right? And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. For the Convoke, at least. We'll go with the Roc Charger. Let's get that Conclave Tribunal in on his Troll King, which is pretty nice. Like, he used all of his ramp for that. And we're just going to get a nice, easy 3 attacks in. Kind of worried. He has a lot of available mana. We're completely tapped. He could play a Nissa. Ooh, another Troll King. Interesting. 6 food tokens on the field. That's incredible, and that is not even a legendary, so. Oops. I thought that only had power of 3, but it was toughness we were looking at. And we should have attacked first. That's totally my bad. Biggest misplay 2020. Oh my god. I'm saying that obviously preemptively. Because that's going to be the worst thing that ever happens to us. Oh, it actually doesn't create food tokens when it enters a second time. No doubt. I think I've got an Exile. Plays an Oko on top, so it's 2 Mythics back to back. Rare after rare after rare after rare. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. I mean, this is a good game. Let's be a gentleman, right? That's kind of how it goes. You make a misplay, and you know what could have been, and now you're dealing with what is, and sometimes it's just too much to take, right? So I really like that we're continuing to pull this banner. Obviously, the Wanderer and True Love's Kiss are not what we want to see. We're going to be a little bit risky biscuits here, and by doing so, we pull out our Oketra, which is great. We're going to keep our Prison Realm just because it comes with the Scry. I think that's a little bit more powerful. And we'll just hold our cards here and see what we're dealing with. Gruul. So we're going to just try to outpace him. We have the banner, and then we can get these 4/4s out, and that should really slow down Gruul. Obviously, we need to look out for Domri's Ambush on any 5/5s, but he's going to need to get it to 5/5 prior, so unless it's a Skark and Hellkite, we should be clear. He's playing slower lands, which is great, the gates. I really appreciate that. As a fellow budget deck player, when someone's playing basic lands like that, it's definitely a more engaging experience rather than just having these perfect lands every time with the shocks and the goose. Oh, we see him shock himself now, which is a little bit frightening for us. Obviously, he's got some sort of counter magic up. We are going to bait him with our Lion's Claw. I mean, it's a good creature. It uses all of our mana. If he has a counter, he'll use it. I was going to say, I'm suspecting an Ionize. Okay. That taps his mana, which will light up the way for our beast. And I mean beast of a card. God-Eternal Oketra. It's here to stay, baby. We have our banner as well. So it is a 4/6 with double strike. And whenever we cast another creature, we're going to get these zombie warriors out. So that's beautiful. Oh, a Torbrand. This guy means business. Fortunately for us, I'm in the business of exiling Torbrands. Beautiful play. Another Roc Charger. Why not? Any creature's welcome here with us. Give him the hello, good game. Another budget white beatdown. Unless he wipes the field here, I'd say it's game. Even if he takes his enchantment, or my enchantment away. Oh, he's got a double flame sweep. That dirty dog. Still won't deal with my Oketra, though. He's gonna get to deal 3 damage to any target here. Gain 1 life. Or is that Scry? Temple of Epiphany. That is a Scry. He gets another kill, which is fine. But at the end of the day, he can't stop all of these zombies, baby. So, that's what we want. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Obviously, we won twice with Oketra, which it is our nuke of the deck. So, if we're going to win quickly like that, that's how. I think this deck is exceptionally well for quick aggro matches like you've seen here. Obviously, if we get drawn into the longer control matches and get wiped out by Deafening Clarions, that's going to make it a lot harder for us to win because we don't have a lot of nukes. We only have a couple that can withstand that kind of punishment. The rest just kind of fuel the engine, if you will. So that was our first budget deck of the series. We're going to have a budget deck for literally every color. And then we're going to do the houses as well. And maybe, I don't know if triple color decks are budget at all. We could try it. You could do 2 colors, definitely. There's the utility available to do that with Paradise Druid, etc., right? So we can do the houses for sure. So let me know what you thought of the budget deck. If you're interested in seeing more budget decks, I look forward to hearing your opinions, and I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and don't forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to be entered in to win up to 500,000 gems, 500,000 gems. Check out the YouTube page. Scroll down to the very bottom. There's a playlist. It says gem giveaways, and you can learn all about it there. So, thanks again, and take care.